Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I can't imagine any real British person talks like this.
Everything
It's
is well noted.
hilarious.
Watson, bravo. All of these elements will be a great help
Or I
to
mean,
us.
what are you talking
As
about?
for
I thought you all
myself, I
talk
have
like
already
this.
told you everything that I know, and I can tell you nothing more until I receive answers to the messages I've sent with Wiggins.
Oh, Wiggins!
Now I must return to my experiments to
Of
test
course.
my theory regarding the substance
Holmes's
I
secret,
found at the scene of the
like
murder.
entourage.
Meanwhile, I suggest you look through the books in the bookcase. Information that you find there might prove very useful in resolving this case.
Yes, indeed. How are you doing, MBW?
I have to check 3 books on the shelves. Let's see.
Let's see, indeed. So what are we looking for? I mean, this one is definitely sticking out. Ooh, what do we got? I'm hearing sound effects for looking at a book. Just, like, what, are you in your mind palace right now? What's going on? Have you found anything of note? You're not really talking, Watson. Okay. All right, well, you keep staring away, buddy. Yeah, I'm really not seeing anything here. Unless, I'm like, am I supposed to be reading the books here? Ah, there we go. Ballistic science. Thus, it is easier to derive information about the author of a revolver shot if we know that they had aimed with great care. The situation is ideal if the shooter was in an enclosed space. Under pressure, a portion of the powder normally adheres to the walls at the level of the shooter's eyes. It is enough to add approximately 15 centimeters to the height of the powder marks to arrive at the approximation of the shooter's stature. That makes sense, right? Because if you're taking aim at a distance, you're gonna, essentially bring it up to your eye level so you get a good shot, and then you just need to add the remaining distance of a typical head to get a approximate size of the person. Obviously not exact, but enough that you can at least guess if it's too high or too short for your suspect. Okay. To arrive at an approximation of the shooter's stature, accurate to within 1 or 2 centimeters. That is, I think, maybe too accurate, but let's see. Can I change the page on this, or is that just it? So we now have an approximate height because we know, what was it, 1.65 meters, I think he said? Where was that? Was that a piece of information here? That was that powder. It was definitely somewhere around here. There's some evidence about the height that we found the powder marks. Okay, study of tobacco. After authorization, this local herb is mixed with tobacco leaves in the manufacture of cigarettes primarily by the Chiri Pakui Company. It is unlikely that the particular blend of tobacco would be found any place other than Brazil or even outside of the Amazonian basin, primarily because the calming effect of the tobacco mixture is a significant cause of industrial and agricultural decline in the production of this tobacco. It is common to encounter a Brazilian peasant who indifferently watches a bird steal the tobacco seeds that he has just planted in the ground. Invariably, you will also observe a small pile of the flaky ash, characteristic of the tobacco, near his feet. So this matches the flaky ash matches the cigarette that we found outside with the 7-foot shoe size, the same 7-foot shoe size that we saw going into the smoking room and maybe altering their appearance. Okay. So a study about, or book about footprints. We can deduce the height and mass of any individual through a simple examination of their footprints left upon the ground. This is possible even should their stride be unremarkable. The stride is often shortened when an individual is moving with great caution to avoid detection, either prior to or immediately after they having committed a crime. This hypothesis corresponds to almost every case. There are some exceptions. False conclusions are possible when the person who left the footprints comes from a region of the world where the morphology in regards to the feet is unusual. Consider the Chinese tradition imposed upon females born of noble families. They are compelled by such tradition to have their feet bound and squeezed from a tender age till the day of their wedding. Very gross, but yes, a cultural tradition. Okay, so I guess the idea is that we can now guess the approximate weight and height because of the footprints and the ballistic science. And we know a little bit about maybe at least where the cigarettes came from. And the fact that they came from Latin America, somewhere around Brazil, perhaps. Okay. So this person is either Brazilian or in contact with Brazil. Like either they travel there or they have business there. Okay, so
Here is information which could be really helpful in our investigation.
I've read it all.
These Chirapaki cigarettes come from Brazil.
Yes.
And they seem to contain narcotic substances. What might they be?
I'm gonna guess nicotine. That seems like the thing.
Analyze the evidence found at Sherringford Hall. A piece of white cloth, a small box, various powders, and finally the hair. Let's get to work.
Okay, yeah, we have a lot. So is this the small cloth he's talking about, or is this the small cloth? Because this seemed pretty big. But yes, we have a great deal of evidence to examine. So, are we going to go... Oh, it's the table over here, as per usual.
I need to analyze the evidence found at Sherringford Hall.
Aha.
A piece of white cloth,
Yes.
a small box, various powders, and finally the hair. Let's get to work.
Let's do it, buddy. All right, so let's start off with the white
analyze the
cloth.
nature of these stains, I must first soak the cloth in a solution of soap and water.
Soap and water, you got it. So there's the water. Where do I put you? Microscope. Water? Ah, there we go. And soap. There we go.
To analyze the
Yep.
now, I shall place this cloth in the solvent.
Okay, so where was the solvent? Solvents. Ah, there we are. Do we add here? No. Do I just add the cloth?
Now, I shall place this cloth in the solvent.
Solvents? No. Solvents? How do I make solvent? Do I do it like this? Water here again? And then solvent? Like so?
Now, the stains are sticky,
Ah,
but not very oily.
There we go. The stains are sticky, but not very oily. So, is this the same stuff that was on the hair? Interesting. Okay, so I wonder if it's hair dye. The stains are sticky, but not very oily. So, next thing up, we have white powder.
Let me study this more closely.
A magnifying glass? Or microscope? Study more closely. I would have guessed there. Or do I?
Let's examine it under the microscope.
Oh, we still need to.
A very
Okay,
fine
there
white
we go.
cotton.
A very fine white cotton. Oh, and now it's out of my inventory. Okay, so I guess let's go over to the small box.
Let me study this more closely.
Microscope? I mean, that seemed to work last time. I can't seem to add it there, though. Interesting. I guess maybe we need to do the...
Let's examine it under the microscope.
Okay, perfect. Do we have to do all of them?
What would be the reaction if I heated this powder?
Oh, it's got to be gunpowder, right?
Burnt gunpowder.
Yes, exactly. Yes, so that is gunpowder that was on the door. Okay, so now we have this white powder.
Let's examine it under the microscope.
So I guess we're comparing them to see if they're all the same.
Let me study this more closely.
Right? Like how do I do more closely? Magnifying? I can't pick up the magnifying glass. Study this more closely. Do I have there? Maybe we use a magnifying glass on it here.
A box containing some white powder.
There we go.
Let's examine it under the microscope.
Okay, so now all three
These
are on
powders
the.
are similar. I can see it from the grains.
So they're all the same thing. Whatever was in this white box is the same thing. The same thing that we found at the scene where we found the purse, and the same that we found. Oh, where was the other one? It was the purse area. Oh, I guess it was on the desk. So wherever someone got ready at the desk and used this powder to maybe, I don't know, make themselves look pale? I don't know. It's weird. So
what would be the reaction if I heated this powder?
Okay, I mean, let's check it out.
It has no effect.
No effect. It does not heat it.
Let's mix some water with this powder.
Okay, so first things first, I guess we add you up to here.
Let's mix a glue or pasty substance, like starch.
It's like glue. So is this the stuff that's in the hair? Wait. So I wonder, was someone, they weren't trying to make their hair red. Their hair was red, and they tried to make it look white or gray. Okay. I think that's what this is. The evidence is leading to.
Let's examine it under the microscope.
So put
A
you
light
here.
feminine perfume.
Okay, so ladies' hair.
Let's examine it under the microscope. A man's hair.
Okay. All right, that seems to be
It
everything.
seems to me that we have gathered all of the key elements, Watson.
Excellent.
However, before we retire, let's summarize our findings. The
Okay.
questions should be answered yes or no.
Oh,
and justified
yeah.
by the
This stuff
evidence
kinda
or
shows up in
testimony
other games.
received during the investigation.
Gotcha. Okay. This is cool. So, like, in the previous game, or I guess technically the later games, man, playing this out of order makes it confusing. So, in later games, these are more like fill in the blanks, where, like, he asks you a question and you have to say, like, a name of a person or, like, a location. So, this is all yes or no. So, to answer the question, first choose yes or no by clicking on it. Then browse your testimonies, reports, and documents on the left page to find the one that contains a justification to the answer. Okay, click your decided answer to select it, then click on the appropriate frame on the quiz page to place your answer. Once you've answered the questions, close the notebook. You will then be informed if your replies are correct or if there is a mistake. If the later occurs, open the notebook again. Okay, so let's take the quiz. How do I take the quiz? What are my conclusions? Yes? Yeah, yes or no? Yes or no?
We must have made an error, Watson.
No, I know.
Let's check our answers.
But, like, where?
The questions should be answered yes or no and justified by the evidence or testimony received during the investigation.
Where are you talking about? Is it this? In this, in the corridor and the stairs, these are just facts, though. Yeah, where is the quiz? Because if I click on this, there we go. Okay, question 1. Do we have an idea of the weapon used for the crime? Yes. And then we have, where's the conversation? It was with not Harrington. We're looking for the Colonel Patterson. Like so? Yeah, I think that's got to be it, right? Yes. And then, okay, then we click on the next one. Gotcha. Okay, so we can go backward. Okay, so this is it. Oh, no, hold on. Okay, so how do I go back a page? Like, oh, I can scroll it. Okay, good. Okay. So, could the murderer escape through the stairs going to the second floor? No, because Mary would have been there, right? No. Yes. So did she, I guess, did we just click on Mary? Where are you? She was like very early on. There we go. So no. Good. Okay, 3. The ashes found in the smoking room are from English cigarettes. No. They are, study of tobacco? I think. Let's see. I'm not sure. Does it matter because of the color coding? Because, like, red is here, so does this go into green? There we go. So, no. They're not English. They're from Brazil. And I guess what's the other thing that's here? It's red. What else is here about the cigarettes? Oh, yeah. Okay, so yes. This is the matching thing here. In the garden outside the that's got to be it, right? Yes. Okay. So next one. Was the side door going to the kitchen open after the shot? Was the side door going to... It's yes. Yes, it was. Right? Was the side door going to the kitchen open after the shot? Can we reference... I'd like to... I don't remember what he said. Can I go notes? Okay, yes, I can. So, let's see. We want to talk to... Who is it? Yes, there we go. Carl, right? Let's see. Trying to see what he said. How would you French? Frenchman. What about the shot? Okay. Not seeing anything. Dustbin, quite heavy. Yeah, I don't know if he says if it was open or closed. Okay. I was in the cellar and I heard the lid closing a little before that. What was he said about the shot? I heard it again right after. But that surely must have been... No, so it's definitely not the maid. Okay. I like putting the... Like, this definitely feels very Sherlock. Like, I feel like I am absolutely trying to deduce this. Was there anyone else who had anything to say about it? Trying to think. Did you have anything to say? Did you have anything to say? Oh, no, you're not one of the servants. Who's the servant? Lamb. No, he's the coachman. No, he's just talking about the back door. Yeah, the door was blocked after he got out. Yeah. Wasn't there someone who mentioned that, though? Oh, my God. Who was that? Wasn't it? Wait, wasn't it? No, it was him, wasn't it? The dude with the ripped collar. Yeah, the costume. When I was trying to open the door, the crowd dragged me away. Right. Right. Okay, I ran for the door, but despite all my effort, it was blocked. So the door was blocked. Right. Yes, I remember he was talking about that. Okay, so back to the quiz. So it can't be that. Okay, so no. Okay. Whew. This is tricky. So this is two dialogues. Did Miss Lambert choose tablecloths and arrange tables? No. It was the Frenchman. So Miss Lambert would be one of the testimonies on that, right? For sure. And who else? I'm trying to think who talked about that. Was it this guy, right? The chef. He talked about the French guy and how he decided all that stuff. That's got to be him. Do we have an idea of the murderer's height? Oh, yes. So this is evidence and this is a document. So ballistic science. And the evidence would be, oh my God, where is it? When we measured the powder. Let's see. When did we do that? Look, here it is. Yes, in the corridor of the kitchen, powdery residue found on the door frame leading to the ballroom. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yes, we have an approximate height. Good. 7. Among the interrogated people, did any others than Colonel Patterson have bad eyesight? Oh, yes. But I forget who. It doesn't matter who, though, right? It would be yes, and it would be... Because this is a dialogue, and this is a document. So it would be, I guess, the guest list. And... It was Miss Lambert who told us that's what the markings meant, right? I'm pretty sure. Yes. Yeah, that's got to be it. Yes. So there was at least one other person who had poor eyesight. Yes. Yes, that makes sense. Okay. And is that it? Okay. Did we get it right?
We must have made an error, Watson.
Darn.
Let's check our answers.
Wait. Oh, I think this is where we got it wrong. Oh my God, I didn't even realize there's a first time and a second time. So it's got to be second. Oh my God, I feel so dumb. Hold on, I wonder if this is the thing that we missed. That's got to be it, right? That's got to be the mistake we made.
It is simplicity itself, Watson.
Oh my
We've
God.
answered all the questions.
Oh, I feel so dumb. Okay, so 15th of October, 1897. Oh my God, that felt like an eternity trying to figure what I had done wrong.
Lestrade, I congratulate you on the precise quality of your notes. It is true that you have missed everything of importance,
Excellent.
but you have spared me the trouble of eliminating the trifles and pointed me in the
Good
right
job,
direction.
everyone.
I hear familiar steps on the stairs.
Oh? Watson.
Please be seated, Watson. You must be famished.
Oh my God, these character models are very
To
similar.
bring a copy of his notes, hoping it would be of assistance in this affair.
Indeed.
You can study them now and enjoy your meal.
Excellent.
Please take your time, Watson.
So I guess we have to read
because
through
bad digestion
Lestrade's
weakens
notes.
our ability to reason.
Ah, yes, but of
Holmes,
course.
you will get no argument from me, as this dish is delicious.
We will go to Sherringford Hall with Lestrade when you're finished with your meal.
Excellent.
I must
Okay,
read the documents Holmes gave me.
lovely. Okay, so let's go to documents and here. And it's... Okay. So it's starting with the crime. Oh my god, this is going to be tricky to read. Okay, so report on the investigation. The case of Sherringford Hall. Inspector in charge is Lestrade. So this was last night, before 11 o'clock in the evening. Sir Melvin Bromsby, engineer, architect, and contractor of renown, was slain by a single gunshot in his mansion, Sherringford Hall. The crime, the author of which is still undetermined, took place in the ballroom during the reception arranged by the victim in honor of his daughter's return to England from Geneva, Switzerland. She had spent the last several years of finishing school on the continent. Despite the presence of 100 witnesses, no precise testimony was obtained regarding the exact circumstances of this horrific act. Nevertheless, based upon certain evidences, there is a presumption of suspicion towards the daughter of the victim, Miss Lavinia Bromsby. Okay. Instrument of crime. The instrument of crime. The bullet extracted from the corpse of the victim corresponds to the caliber of the revolver found in Miss Lavinia Bromsby's purse. This purse, found on the floor, was near the door from which Miss Lavinia Bromsby first appeared after the mortal shot was fired. All of the witnesses agree that the sound of the shot originated at or near the very same doorway. The revolver is an old small-bore Wright, which is also a highly reliable weapon. This would explain why the only shot fired was mortal, despite a distance of several dozen feet and a difficult angle. Miss Lavinia claims that the victim personally gave her this revolver before the crime, for the purpose of her protection against some unnamed threat. The account can be supported by the fact that these models are impossible to find on the continent where Miss Lavinia has spent these last years. So basically, there's no way for her to have acquired the rifle or the pistol in the time that she was on the continent, or next to impossible. Premeditation can be excluded if she is found to be the murderer. Okay, so if she is the murderer, she didn't plan it necessarily, which is odd, because why would she do this? I mean, the only motive is that obviously she would be getting the entire inheritance now, I guess? I don't know. Report by Inspector Lestrade, 14th of October, 1897. The motive. The victim, even if he had few or even no friends, still might not have enemies capable of committing this act. His strong popularity among his domestics was compensated by the attractive wages he paid them. His business partners spoke of him as tough but fair player, according to the criterions of this environment. The facts that he spent long years in India and was solely devoted to his business precludes any crime of jealousy or passion. Finally, the modus operandi doesn't correspond to the typical revenge killing by this or that Hindu sect though these things do happen. The motive then must apply to his holdings or something quite personal. Another line of reasoning that points to Miss Lavinia Bromsby. Again, she is definitely the most likely suspect, but I don't know if we have a good reason to, because, it seemed like they were on good enough terms. According to H. Grimble, the partner of Sir Bromsby, her relationship with her father had become so strained that Sir Bromsby visited his daughter only once during this past 6 years. Oh, so I guess they weren't on the best of terms. A local constable must contact Mr. H. Fowlett, the attorney of Sir Bromsby, in order to recover the essential parts of his last will and testament, if it exists. Okie doke. And the development of the crime. Report by Inspector Lestrade. The development. With regard to the distance and the angle of shooting, it would be reasonable to suppose that only an expert marksman could have succeeded in making such a shot. So how could she have done it if she had not had this pistol, unless she was, practicing shooting in Switzerland for the past 6 years? But the factor of probability still exists and admits other possibilities. The testimony of the group of cabmen who were in the ideal place to have observed such matters, saw no one leave through the service door after the shooting and up until the time when one of the domestics locked it from the outside. All the windows are equipped with thick bars, and the fortuitous presence of the maid at the stairwell indicates that no one ascended to that floor. The testimony of Miss Lambert, the governess, indicates that she noticed only 2 people absent from the ballroom during Sir Bromsby's arrival: Mr. Horace Fowlett, the victim's attorney, and Miss Lavinia Bromsby. The domestics had been specifically instructed that all the guests were to be present during Sir Bromsby's entrance. I have been persuaded by all accounts that anyone who had left the ballroom had returned before Sir Bromsby's entrance. I don't know about that, because someone was definitely disguised, or at least it seems like they may have entered as someone else. Yeah, like they may have immediately re-entered the room and diverted suspicion. Very tricky. Since Horace Fowlett hasn't gone through the gates of mansion of Sherringford Hall, the only person whose movements were unaccounted for at the time of the shooting is Miss Lavinia Bromsby. Yeah, maybe the motive of this crime actually is to get revenge on Lavinia. Because it seems like someone is very much trying to frame her. Or maybe it just so happened that they accidentally framed her, but it's very, coincidental. The chivalrous testimony of a young infantry officer who has confirmed that he saw her standing at the threshold of the door can be the only reason for not charging her with murder. As Miss Bromsby was in the state of deep shock that last evening, according to the local doctor who examined her, her interview was delayed until today. Oh man, there's just so much going on here. Okay, Scotland Yard report. General information about the man called Sir Melvin Bromsby. No official involvement as a defendant in any criminal or civil matter. No appearance as a witness in a criminal or civil law case. Complainant as to a robbery committed at a fair stand in St. Bartholomew on July 1861. Judgment of the court was favorable for the Crown. So the only thing he's ever been involved with is that he was the complainant of a robbery. So he claimed that he was robbed at a fair stand in 1861 and he won. Or judgment of the court case was favorable for the Crown, which I guess is, in this case, the people charging whoever this was with the crime. So whoever was charged with it lost. Got it. So maybe it's revenge? I don't know. Let's see. What else do we have here? Scotland Yard report and Melvin. Okay. Dear Sherlock, here is all the information that we know about the late Sir Melvin Bromsby, born in 1842 in Stratfordshire of a modest family. He finished his studies of architecture and civil engineering owing to the scholarship and financial assistance of his elder sister, who owned a florist shop. After he was awarded his diploma, he was employed by a small firm, which he later left for a large enterprise, the Salinger Company. In 1872, he was sent to India to assist in the construction of a bridge for the army. At the end of this project in 1874, he left his position with Salinger and founded his own enterprise in Bombay. At that same time, he courted Carlotta Campbell, the second daughter of Colonel Campbell. Oh, wait, they're related by marriage. OBE Commander-in-Chief of an important local garrison. The military appreciated Bromsby's straightforwardness and business acumen. Thus, the army entrusted him with many contracts. Oh, so maybe the colonel is actually involved. Interesting. Thus, the army entrusted him with many contracts for constructing barracks and other types of work. In 1877, he was married to Carlotta, his business flourished, and he hired a young accountant, Mr. Grimble, who later became Bromsby's personal assistant. An ideal candidate for the position, Grimble excelled at his various administrative tasks. Sir Bromsby's business had continued to prosper over the years. In 1879, Carlotta Bromsby, what does that say, right? What does that say right there? In 1879, Carlotta Bromsby, Nee Campbell, died giving birth. Oh, okay. Oh, is that now? Carlotta Bromsby, formerly Campbell, maybe? Nee Campbell? Is that what that means? Like formerly Campbell? Died giving birth to their daughter Lavinia, so she died during childbirth. Bromsby business enjoyed great success. However, the fact that he has been awarded nearly all of the Army's civilian contracts has aroused the jealousy and suspicion of other British businessmen in India. So he has basically a monopoly on this whole sector of, engineering and construction. And it's been rumored that he gained his fortune through the exploitation of his Indian laborers and British workmen, poor working conditions, and miserable wages. So it seems like there might be some people who have some long-standing grudges against him. In 1884, upon learning of the death of his elder sister, he decided to return home and prepared the transfer of his business interests to England. He also invested his money in several cement factories, which permitted him to reduce his costs further and thus increase his profits. In 1891, he sent his daughter to study at a finishing school near Saint Moritz in Switzerland. She has just returned to England and several days ago. He was awarded a knighthood in 1892. There are several cases where his name has been mentioned because of suggested fraud with his contracts and ill usage of convict laborers at his factories. Such practices are common in London business circles, and his wealth allowed him to avoid scrutiny by the courts. Thus, when his behavior is weighed within the current climate of commercial morality, he is neither angel nor demon. Assuming his business assets are included, his current fortune would be measured in the tens of thousands of pounds. That would make him one of the wealthiest contractors in Britain. I wish you good luck in this case. So like tens of thousands of pounds, he would be like multi-millionaire by today's standards. Okay, so I think that's everything that he gave us. Interesting. So we're learning a little bit about him and kind of who might have a grudge against him, who might want to do this.
All this is very interesting.
Yes, it is.
According to the evidence, it seems that the shooter was not in the ballroom or the corridor.
Exactly.
Where was he then?
Are you finished, Watson? Shall we go? Let us return to Sherringford Hall.
Oh, we're going back right away. Okay, I was wondering if we were going to try to track down the lawyer, but let's go. Maybe they'll bring the lawyer to us. 221B, see you later.
Cabby?
Feels so bad to be back. You really want to make sure you walk all the way. You need that whole shot. Hello? We're in control. I was like, are we just going to stand at each other looking awkward? All right, let's have a chat.
Sirs, please, go right in. Please
Okay.
wait here, gentlemen. I will see if Miss Lavinia is receiving callers. She's in her room.
Fair enough. Okay, so in the meantime, can we look around? Can we chat with...
Well, Mr. Grimble.
Yeah, Mr.
I didn't
Grimble.
expect to see you here at this hour.
Yeah,
I am worried about Miss Lavinia, needless to say.
okay.
I also thought I might learn something of interest about the investigation. This difficulty, if it persists, can do great harm to the business.
Yeah, fair enough. Yes, I guess it could. Strained relationship.
Sir Bromsby and Miss Lavinia had rather strange
Oh, yes, we
relations,
read
it
that,
seems.
yes.
Well,
I thought you meant between Mr.
Bromsby
Grimble.
and Miss Lavinia have never got on very well. Of late, their distance had grown due to the influence of several incidents.
What incidences are these? We were not told about this.
What sort of
Yeah.
incidents, precisely?
I do remember one instance in India, where Sir Bromsby attacked a friend of Miss Lavinia.
Okay.
He was our native cartman.
Oh,
son.
damn.
It seems he spilled a jug full of water that was intended for Sir Bromsby to wash his face.
Oh, my God.
Bromsby began cursing and thrashing the
Okay.
boy.
All right, Sir
before his
Bromsby does not
daughter's
seem
very
like a
eyes.
super great guy.
Miss Lavinia took her friend's part and spoke to her father most
Hell
rudely.
yeah.
The devil, you say? What occurred next?
There is no one in the whole of India who
Oh,
would have dared
man.
address Sir Bromsby in such a manner. He stayed closeted in his office for
Oh,
the
man.
entire day.
So he doesn't take
The
any
next day,
pushback very
he
well.
fired the carter.
Oh, my God.
But despite these incidents, I am still sure
Oh,
that
man.
Miss Lavinia sincerely
Yeah.
loved her father.
Sir Bromsby, not a great guy. So, again, it's interesting to think about, like, who has the motive here? And it definitely seems like, whatever it is, it's personal. Because the only person who's benefiting from this is the person who is most obviously framed. Like, if she was going to commit the murder, why would she do it this way? Like, unless, you know, again, it wasn't premeditated.
I'm sorry, but I have to go.
All right, as you wish. I shall remain here.
Okay. Well, let us continue. Oh, this is cool. Seeing this area without all, like, the dining setup. And again, why were the tables set up like this? It's so weird. Like, where is the French guy? Where is our Frenchie? All right, well, we can go into the dining hall, I guess.
Closed.
I guess we won't go into the dining hall. Let's see, can we talk with any of the other guys? Do they have any thoughts on the matter? No, apparently you don't care about it. Okay.
I have to leave you, sirs. I need to verify certain things.
Where are we going? Oh, actually, hold on. Is there anything by the bar? The bar is over this way, or it was over this way. That's the one thing that's still in this room, right? Like, they didn't take out the bar. Or maybe they did? Like, I see the bar here, but I can't walk to it. All right, fair enough. I guess let's walk over here. Let's go to the kitchen. Because this will take us... Oh, no, this won't take us directly to the kitchen.
The more we consider the facts of this affair, the more mysterious it becomes.
Yes,
The
it does.
important thing is to be precise and rigorous in your analysis.
Exactly.
But at Scotland Yard, we know this well. Reminds me a bit of bad business I resolved.
Hell
I believe
yeah.
It involved a theft of sticks from a polo team.
I have myself engaged in this sport but a few years ago.
Really?
Do you enjoy the sport of polo, Mr. Grimble? No. You cannot imagine.
You're not a big poloist?
To achieve perfect form and union.
God, that is like the
man
most like
with horse.
aristocratic
A little
sport
like
of
the
all
waltz,
time.
eh?
Polo.
Exactly. Except that with this sport, mounting is at full speed, which complicates things singularly.
Yes.
don't follow you.
The team from Brixton, in my opinion, is the finest example of how polo should be played.
This is such a weird
Perhaps,
conversation.
They may well be. But what would you say about that last match of the Old Goats Rangers?
Okay.
They were absolutely splendid.
Is this going to be
But what of the
important? Is
Brixton
there something
team?
about polo in
Weren't
this
they
game?
the cause of some ruckus about a matter of corruption?
All right, sure. We're gonna talk about polo for like 30 minutes while Sherlock is doing some real work. All right, so this goes to the kitchen. Oh, hey, how you doing?
May I come in?
Well, oh, take that!
Oh my God, I think you're enjoying your work a little too much there, buddy. I think it's already dead.
Pardon me. It is already quite dead, you know.
This is Carl, right?
You frighten me. I have a case of the nerves, you understand. I cannot find my bottles.
Oh, bottles of what?
Very
Oh.
good. I will leave.
I did
That's
not mean to. I want to talk to you about what was the bottles? What I need to know.
Well,
I need to
well,
know
take
for
that.
investigation reasons. So what were these
On the
bottles?
table.
No, not those. That is a poor vintage. The two bottles that the old crab, God rest his soul, ordered up from London for the
Okay.
party. Both were 18-year-old whiskey, perfect for the digestion and the heart's sorrows.
So he ordered two very nice bottles of whiskey that are not here. Okay, what about guilty?
And who could have taken
Yeah.
them?
I'm sure that the barman from Hartford's tumbled them. Who else would know to take
Oh,
those
right,
particular bottles
right.
over the others?
Because he wasn't a permanent staff member. So, him walking out with it might go unnoticed.
Very good. I will leave you to your chicken then.
That's it.
Okay. So I guess, is there anything else in here? No, nothing here. Again, it's weird that the button was there. So someone was definitely disguised as a soldier. And someone cleaned up this area as well. Okay, so this is to the front. Yeah, this is so cool. This looks like very much a proper, like, ray traced pre-rendered background. You'll love to see it. Okay, so what was in this room again? Was this the dressing room or the... Oh, it was the smoking room. Oh, these are new. Hello, hello. A pair of white gloves?
To whom does this belong?
Yeah. Okay, anything else? I don't remember seeing those before. They were definitely not there. And there's where the ashtray was. The ashtray was here, and now it's here. Interesting. Anything here? No, nothing in there. Anything in the bathroom? Anything at all? Nothing here, nothing in the wastebasket, nothing on the table. Nope, nothing. We're good. Okay. Nothing on this table still? Yeah, we can't look at any of the books or photos there. Nothing underneath this. Nothing on the bookshelf. No, I think we're good here. So I guess let's go to, like, the dressing room. Oh! Is this like a gentleman's hangout and a ladies' hangout? Oh, that makes sense. Right. Also why there's, like, a dressing mirror in there. Hold on. Is there anything underneath here? Anything on here? I want to be thorough. I really like the look of this game. It, like, is very much, you know, tickling all my retro senses. Oh, this is new too. What is this? It looks like... Oh, it's a handbag.
A handbag of
Yeah.
Lavinia Bromsby. I do not favor ransacking a lady's personal property, but I think she will be understanding.
If you say so, Sherlock. If you say so. So let's unpack. So, program of the London Opera.
A program for the London Opera.
And Harrington's letter. Oh, Harrington being the lieutenant or lieutenant that we talked to. Okay, so what do those say? Let's see. We have... Wait, where's the... Is that in evidence? Where is that? The London Opera. London Opera, London Opera, London Opera. Am I just missing it? Where did that go? No, for real, like... I would have swore it just disappeared. Yeah. Weird. Hopefully that isn't super duper important. Alright, well, what does this letter say? Dear Miss Lavinia, excuse my boldness, and do believe in my most sincere condolences and honorable affections in this terrible time. I cannot excuse myself if I allow you to face all of this on your own. I ordered my valet to move my possessions to the Queen's Arm, which is the nearest inn to Sherringford Hall. Ooh, okay, so, you know, he's trying to say, I'm here for you. It would be greatly honored if you could allow me to make myself useful to you. At my new lodgings, I am but a few minutes away should you require my assistance. I took care to forget my gloves at your mansion so that my visit to call on you would not invite any undue speculations or gossip. Sincerely and eternally yours, Lieutenant something Harrington. I can't remember what his first name was. What was his name? Something... Nope, just Harrington. No idea. Okay. So wait, again, where did the opera thing go? I mean, maybe it's not important. Maybe that's the whole thing, is that doesn't really matter. But all right, sure. All right, well, we have a note from Harrington about what he wanted to get up to. He wanted to make himself available for anything she might need. Anything else around here? Anything else on the table? Can we walk back here? Anything? Anything at all? Come on, Sherlock, you can do it, buddy. I believe in you. Uh-huh. There you go. There you go. Okay, nothing over here still? All right. Fine by me. You know, you never know, though. These new items here are definitely making me want to make sure I check everywhere. Nothing on the ground there. No, that's where we found her purse previously. And this is where...
No, I need more information.
Okay, so this is where Mary was cleaning the floor, and she definitely did a great job. Nothing here. Okay, maybe the dining room?
Closed.
Okay, I guess that's everywhere then. I don't see anything on the floor here. All right, let's, I guess, go back to the main ballroom? Oh, that's over here. Yes. Oh, there she is. Ah, excellent. Let's rejoin the party. Come on, Sherlock, you can pick up the pace a little bit, buddy.